Hi guys, I hope everyone's doing well. My name's Emma and welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm going to be starting something completely different. I'm going to do a brand new series of videos of me using Create This Book 3 by Maria Elizabeth. I know, I'm definitely late to the party on this one, but I recently saw Elaine from Sapphire Colours and she's actually using Create This Book 2 as a way to spark ideas for her colouring pages. And after watching her videos, I had to go and grab a copy just to see what it's all about. And after flipping through this book, it looks like a really, really awesome way to keep my creative juices flowing, as well as practicing my drawings. Because as you all know, I really enjoy my colouring, but I did want to venture out into something a little bit different this year. So for this first episode, I'm going to start off with just 3 prompts from the book and see where it takes you from there. I've had a hunt through and I have heard lots of people say start from the front and go to the back, because otherwise what's going to be happening is you're going to be left with lots of the prompts that you don't want to do all at the end. But I can't do that at the moment because there is a few prompts in there that I've looked through and I've seen and I really want to do. So I might start off by doing the prompts that I want to do and maybe every so often throw in one of those prompts in there that I really don't think is very inspiring and get through it that way. I'm super excited to start this, so let's get into it. The first prompt I've decided to do is create a treehouse, design your dream treehouse. And I have found, looking at this paper, that it's quite thin. It's like practically see-through. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do my sketching and drawing on a separate piece of paper and then glue it on at the end. And then if there's something that maybe needs to be done in the book, because there is some things that will need to be done straight into the book, like something like this, I'll do that straight in the book. But otherwise, I will do it on another piece of paper so I have freedom of using whatever materials I want to use and then glue it in when I've finished. So I've actually started drawing my treehouse here. I just have to colour it in. I did get a bit carried away last night when my book came and I started whilst watching the TV. Didn't even think that I'd get much into it and I actually drew the whole thing. So I should have really waited to get it on camera, but now I'm going to colour it on camera and then we'll cut it out, glue it into the book, and then I will finish doing the actual trees up the top here. I decided I wanted to draw my treehouse in a little bit of a different perspective than just front on. So I had a really good look through Pinterest and I did find a couple of tree houses that were drawn this way. So they were looking from kind of a bird's eye, but not quite, but they were looking down into the tree house and I really liked that. So I drew inspiration from that. If you notice, I have got 2 little huts on there. The one on the right is my hanging out hut and the one on the left is going to be my studio. So the one on the right is just where I can hang out with all my mates and chill out. Bit of zen room, and when I want to go and do my art, I can go over to the other one. I've got a lot of windows in there because I really like natural light as well. So that's why I had lots of windows added, and I made the tree go through the art studio here, just for a little bit of, you know, it's pretty cool to have a tree going through your studios, especially if it's in a tree house. Why not? Also added lots of bird houses because I love birds, love listening to birds, and I thought that attracting the birds to somewhere other than your actual deck, so it's not covered in poo, is a really good idea. I decided to do the trees in acrylic markers because I just wanted a little bit more of opaque colour so we could cover up a little bit of the tree houses with the leaves if we wanted to. And I think that worked out pretty well. And then at the end, I just went in and added some Prismacolor just to fill in the shading, give it a little bit more depth, adding some warmth inside the windows here so it looks like there's light on. Also can't have a treehouse without party lights, so I'm adding quite a lot of party lights to it to make it look a little bit more warm and friendly. And also decided to add some over the bridge here so no one falls off at night time. Ready to glue it on, and then it will be all done. First prompt finish. So create a treehouse. Worked out really well. I love it. I'd definitely be living there if I could. The next prompt I've decided to do is create a terrible smoothie. Invent a smoothie made from blending the grossest things you can think of. Yuck, list the recipe. So I've decided I'm going to do a smoothie with all of my dog's Taco Moo's favorite things, like all the favorite things that he loves to eat. I'm going to do a smoothie made out of them, and I reckon that'd be pretty gross, but on the other hand, he would absolutely love it. So let's get to it. So I drew this off camera because otherwise would be sitting here for ages because I'm a really, really slow sketcher. But in the end, I think it looks kind of nice, but also if you actually know what's in there, it's not so nice. So I have got carrot juice, water. I've got Taco Moo slobber because my dog is a Newfoundland and he slobbers a lot. Literally everything he eats is full of slobber. After he's had one drink of water, when you go back to it, you have to change it because it's just full of slobber. I've also got those chunks in there. That is diced kangaroo and pumpkin meat roll, which is what he has for dinner. I've also got sliced carrots. For some reason, he loves carrots. I've got whipped carrots just to add a little bit more carrot in there. I've also got strawberries because he absolutely loves strawberries, and whipped strawberry also. And then also I do have some crushed dog biscuits on the top, which I'll put on in a minute. And they are just for a little bit of decoration. Also, you can see up the top there is a empty toilet roll. His favorite thing in the whole entire world is barging in on you while you are going for a wee and stealing the empty toilet rolls, running, hiding under the table and eating them up as quick as he can because I'm sure they are really yummy. Now I'm just going to do a background because I thought that it was a little bit plain if it was white. Putting on some washi tape, and I'm just going to use my Artex acrylic markers here just to fill in all the space. And ripping off to get that nice clean border. Then I'm just going to go over the recipe that I made for his shake and cut that out and place that on there too. Making the prompt a little bit more prettier. And there we go, second prompt done. The next page I'm going to do is create an exclusive. Come up with something that is one of a kind and draw it on this page. So this one was a hard one for me to decide what to do, but in the end, what I decided to do was I decided to do Toad from Mario Brothers. And what I'm going to do is I am going to draw the original one here. It took me absolutely forever to get that head the right shape, but I got there in the end. But I'm going to have this original Toad here finished, and then I'm going to make an exclusive Toad. So I'm going to put all different clothes on him, one that you've never seen before. So I've decided, after a long time thinking, that I'm going to make Snow Toad, so someone that is hanging out in the snow. I have never actually been in the snow myself, so I guessed what everyone would be wearing, but I put a big beanie on him because he's got such a big head. I put a jumper, a hoodie on him. Also gave him some snow goggles because I know that you do need the snow goggles, and his beanie has got a really nice big pom-pom on the top. I put a jacket on as well and gave him some mittens. I try to colour it in the same way as the original Toad. So I try to do that no shading, flat look that's just got the light and dark. So there's my two Toads, original and Snow Toad. First 3 prompts finished in Create This Book 3. I really enjoyed doing them all. I finished the tree house. I also finished Create a Terrible Smoothie with my Taco Moo milkshake, and also my Create an Exclusive with my Snow Toad. I would love to hear what prompt you like the best out of them. And if you've also got this book, I'd love to know what your favourite prompts are and what you think I should do next. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like to follow along with this video series and see where the prompts take me next.